Ji-Hoon wakes up screaming. His hands are shaking. His sheets are soaked. But it's not sweat. It's sand. He stares at his pillow. Red desert sand. The kind that doesn't exist in Seoul. Then he hears it again. The voice from his dream. A woman's voice. Deep. Ancient. Desperate. Ji-Hoon, save me before it repeats. He's never met her. He's never been to Africa. But somehow, he knows her face better than his own. This is the story of two people who've been dying for each other for 500 years. And this time, one of them has to break the cycle. Or neither survives. Ji-Hoon is 21. Quiet. Reserved. The kind of guy who sits in the back and never causes trouble. But for the past 3 weeks, he hasn't slept more than 2 hours a night. His roommate, Min-jae, thinks it's exam stress. Dude, you look like death. Go see a doctor. Ji-Hoon shakes his head. How do you explain this to a doctor? Every night, the same visions. A woman in white cloth crying by a burning shrine. Warriors with painted faces surrounding her. A storm crashing against cliffs. And a man who looks exactly like Ji-Hoon, but dressed in robes from centuries ago. He's drawn her face 20 times now. Same eyes. Same scar across her left cheek. Same expression of grief. Min-jae finds the sketches. Yo, who's this? Your girlfriend. Ji-Hoon doesn't answer. Because he doesn't know. But here's the thing that terrifies him most. Every time he dreams of her, he feels like he's remembering something. Not imagining it. Remembering it. 2 days later, Ji-Hoon gets called into the dean's office. Congratulations. You've been selected for our exchange program in Ghana. Ji-Hoon freezes. I didn't apply for that. The dean frowns and pulls up a digital form. Your application was submitted 4 weeks ago. It's all here. Your signature. Your essay. Ji-Hoon stares at the screen. The handwriting is his. But he has no memory of writing it. The date on the form. 3 weeks ago. The exact night the dream started. His hands go cold. Min-jae thinks he's pranking everyone. Bro, maybe you filled it out drunk or something. But Ji-Hoon doesn't drink. And he doesn't sleepwalk. Still, something inside him whispers. Go. So he does. The moment Ji-Hoon steps off the plane in Accra, everything changes. The air feels heavier. His heartbeat slows, then sinks to a rhythm he doesn't recognize. Like a drum in the distance. A street vendor selling beads looks up at him. And stops. The old man's eyes go wide. You came back. Ji-Hoon doesn't understand. I'm sorry. The man just stares. Then whispers something in Twi and walks away fast. That night, in his dorm room, the dream comes again. But this time it's different. This time, he's inside it. He's running. Through tall grass. Chasing someone. A woman in white. And when she turns around, he wakes up gasping. His chest hurts. Like someone stabbed him. Ji-Hoon tries to focus on orientation. But then he hears it. Drumming. The same rhythm from his heartbeat. He follows the sound to the courtyard. Students are practicing for a cultural festival. Drums. Dancing. Singing. And then, she walks in. Her name is Ama. 20 years old. Dark skin. Sharp eyes. A quiet sadness that hangs around her like perfume. She's carrying props for the rehearsal. Ji-Hoon's entire body locks up. It's her. The woman from his dreams. Same face. Same scar. Same everything. She turns. Their eyes meet. And she drops everything. Wooden beads scatter across the ground. Her lips part. She whispers something he can't hear. Then louder. It's you, again. Ji-Hoon's vision blurs. He stumbles forward. How do you know me? Ama's eyes fill with tears. Because I've been dreaming of you my entire life. They talk for 3 hours. And discover something impossible. They've been dreaming the same dreams. Ama pulls out a journal. Pages and pages of drawings. Ji-Hoon's face. Over and over. But not modern Ji-Hoon. Ancient Ji-Hoon. Wearing armor. Standing on a ship. Holding a sword. She's been drawing him since she was 7 years old. I thought I was insane, she whispers. My family took me to doctors. Priest. No one could explain it. Ji-Hoon shows her his sketches. When Ama sees her own face staring back at her from his notebook, she breaks. What's happening to us? Ji-Hoon doesn't know. But one thing is clear. This isn't coincidence. This is something older. Something that's been waiting. And now, they've found each other again. Ama takes Ji-Hoon to see Nanaya. She's a priestess. A keeper of old knowledge. The kind of woman who knows things that universities don't teach. The moment they walk into her compound, Nanaya looks up from grinding herbs. She doesn't seem surprised. In fact, she smiles. But it's a sad smile. You finally came. Ji-Hoon and Ama exchange glances. You know us? Ama asks. Nanaya gestures for them to sit. I don't know you. But I know your story. My grandmother told me. And her grandmother told her. She pours them water from a clay pot. 500 years ago, a ship from the east washed up on our shores. Only one man survived the storm. A warrior. A general. Ji-Hoon's blood runs cold. He was brought before our Queen's Council. He was different. Foreign. But he had honor. So they let him stay. Nanaya looks directly at Ama. He fell in love with the Queen's priestess. A woman sworn to the gods. A woman forbidden to marry. Ama's hand trembles. They loved in secret. But the gods do not forgive betrayal. When they were discovered, the elders cursed them both. What kind of curse? Ji-Hoon asks. Nanaya's voice drops. They were condemned to meet in every lifetime. To recognize each other. To fall in love again and again. She pauses. But never to be together. One of you always dies before you can confess your love. Sometimes it's him. Sometimes it's you. But it always happens. Ama's voice cracks. How many times? This is your 10th life together. Silence. Ji-Hoon feels like the room is spinning. In every life, you find each other. The dreams start. The pull begins. And just when you're close enough to break the curse, Nanaya looks between them. One of you dies. Ama shakes her head. Then why are we here? Why does this keep happening? Because the curse doesn't want you dead. It wants you to suffer. It wants you to remember just enough to know what you're losing. Nanaya stands. And now that you've met again, the clock has started. What clock? Ji-Hoon asks. You have until the next full moon. 3 weeks. After that, one of you will die. She looks at them with something close to pity. If you stay close to each other, the curse accelerates. If you love each other again, it will take one of you before the moon turns. Ji-Hoon stands up. Then we'll fight it. Nanaya shakes her head. 9 generations have tried. All of them failed. Ama grabs Ji-Hoon's arm. Then you have to leave. Go back to Korea. Forget you ever met me. I'm not leaving you. Ji-Hoon, please. I didn't cross the ocean by accident. I didn't dream of you for no reason. I'm not walking away. Nanaya watches them carefully. Then you are both fools. She walks to the door. But perhaps, that's exactly what the cars didn't expect. They try to stay apart. Ji-Hoon moves to a different dorm. Ama switches her class schedule. They delete each other's numbers. But the dreams don't stop. If anything, they get worse. Now Ji-Hoon sees memories. Not visions. Memories. He remembers the shipwreck. The cold water filling his lungs. Waking up on a beach surrounded by warriors. He remembers seeing her for the first time. A woman in white standing by a fire. The way she looked at him like she'd been waiting. He remembers stolen nights in the forest. Her laugh. Her hands. The way she whispered his name in a language he didn't speak but somehow understood. And he remembers the end. The elders finding out. The trial. Her screaming as they pulled her away. The poison they gave him. Dying in the dirt while she washed. Ama experiences the same thing. But from her side. She remembers the guilt. The shame. The way her people turned on her. She remembers begging the gods to take her instead of him. She remembers holding his body. And she remembers the curse being spoken over them both. You will find each other in every life. You will love. And you will lose. Until you learn that some loves are not meant to be. 1 week passes. Ji-Hoon can't take it anymore. He shows up at Ama's dorm at midnight. She opens the door. They don't say anything. They just stare at each other. And then Ama breaks. I can't do this. I can't pretend I don't feel this. Neither can I. But if we stay together, then we stay together. Ji-Hoon steps closer. I've spent 9 lifetimes running from this. I'm done running. Ama's tears fall. What if you die because of me? Then I die loving you. That's better than living without you. She kisses him. And the moment their lips touch, the air around them changes. A wind picks up inside the room. The candles flicker. Something ancient stirs. They pull apart, gasping. It's starting, Ama whispers. The curse knows. Over the next 5 days, things escalate. Ji-Hoon starts coughing blood. Ama collapses during class. They both experience moments where they forget where they are. Lost in overlapping memories from past lives. Nanaya warns them again. The curse is closing in. You have 4 days left. But neither of them will let go. They spend every moment together. Talking. Laughing. Remembering lives they've lived before. In one life, we were farmers, Ama says, smiling through tears. You proposed to me under a baobab tree. What happened? A snake bit you the next morning. Ji-Hoon laughs bitterly. In another life, you were a dancer. I was a merchant. We ran away together. And you drowned crossing a river. They hold each other. This is cruel, Ama whispers. I know. I hate this. Me too. But they don't stop. On the 10th night, Ama's fever spikes to 104. Her body shuts down. Ji-Hoon carries her to Nanaya's compound, screaming for help. The priestess lays Ama down and checks her pulse. It's chosen her this time. No. Ji-Hoon, there's nothing. There has to be something. Nanaya looks at him with hard eyes. There is one way. Tell me. One of you can offer your life in exchange. A willing sacrifice. It might confuse the curse long enough to break it. Then I'll do it. Wait. I'll do it. Tell me how. Nanaya hesitates. Then she nods. She prepares a ritual. Candles. Herbs. Symbols drawn in ash. Ji-Hoon kneels beside Ama's unconscious body. Nanaya begins chanting. Ji-Hoon closes his eyes. Take me instead. Let her live. I don't care what happens to me. Just let her live. The room grows colder. The candles go out. And then, Ama's eyes snap open. She sees Ji-Hoon kneeling. Sees the ritual. No. She lunges forward and grabs him. Not again. I won't watch you die again. Ama, let go. No. She pulls him close. And kisses him. Not a gentle kiss. A desperate one. A kiss filled with 500 years of grief. And something breaks. Not physically. But spiritually. The air cracks like glass. A blinding light floods the room. Nanaya stumbles back. The wind howls. And then, silence. They wake up hours later. On the floor. Tangled together. Alive. Both of them. Nanaya is staring at them in disbelief. What did you do? Ama sits up slowly. I don't know. Ji-Hoon checks his chest. His hands. No pain. No blood. We are alive. Nanaya kneels beside them. You kissed. Yes. In all the past lives, you never kissed. Ama blinks. What? The curse killed you before you could ever confess your love. Before you could ever fully choose each other. Nanaya's voice shakes. But this time, you chose. Fully. Without fear. She laughs. A shocked, breathless laugh. You broke it. Ji-Hoon and Ama look at each other. Is it really over? Ama whispers. Nanaya nods. The curse fed on hesitation. On fear. On the distance between you. She smiles. But you collapsed that distance. You loved without conditions. And that. She touches both their heads. That is something even the gods must respect. Over the next few days, something strange happens. The memories start to fade. Not all of them. But most. Ji-Hoon can't remember the shipwreck anymore. Ama can't remember the trial. The pain dissolves like mist. But two things remain. Ji-Hoon remembers Ama's smile. The way it felt the first time he saw it. Ama remembers Ji-Hoon's touch. The warmth of his hand in hers. Everything else becomes a distant echo. A story they once lived but no longer carry. 3 weeks later, they are walking through a market in Accra. Hand in hand. The sun is setting. The air smells like grilled plantains and spices. Ama squeezes his hand. Do you ever think about it? About what? The other lives. Ji-Hoon pauses. Sometimes. But it feels like a dream I can't quite remember. Me too. She smiles. I'm glad I don't remember all of it. I don't want to carry that pain anymore. What do you want to carry? Ama stops walking. She looks at him. This. Just this. Ji-Hoon kisses her forehead. Then that's what we'll do. They keep walking. The market buzzes around them. Life. Noise. Color. And for the first time in 500 years. They are just two people. In love. With no curse. No destiny. Just choice. Sometimes love doesn't conquer all in one lifetime. Sometimes it takes 10. But when it finally breaks through, it rewrites everything. Even the gods have to step aside. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone who believes in second chances. Or in this case, 10th chances. Because maybe the person you can't stop thinking about isn't a coincidence. Maybe they've been finding you for longer than you know. And maybe this time, you finally get to keep them.